Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to the part 4 of the Recycle Lab from the scratch by using Flutter, and for the backend we are going to use is a Firebase. So on this series we are going to cover user authentication, how to manage the user earned points, managing all the items that the user want to dispose from the admin panel. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get an awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. Before we move to the code, let me show you how our Recycle app will look alike and what we are going to get once you complete this awesome Recycle app series. Yeah, so you will also get to know like what all features we are going to add on this Recycle app. So here you can see the there is an onboarding screen, and in the onboarding screen we have just added one image, you can say as a graphic image that simply matches with our Recycle app. So here it has written go green and save energy, and we have just added the headline to app which is like recycle your waste products, easily collect household waste and generate less waste. So this is the title and the headline that we have added in our onboarding screen, and just below you can see the get started button, and through this button will directly land to the login page. And in the login page you can see that at the top we have added one more graphic image that will simply indicate our Recycle app, and we have added the important headline or the title which is like reduce, reuse, recycle, repeat, that simply indicate the main phrase of an Recycle app. And here you can see that we have written every item you recycle makes a difference. So that's a reality. And now you can see that this is a get started text, and just below this you can see that there is a sign in with Google button. So yes, we are going to add a Google authentication on this app, though I have added an email authentication many times before in my channel. So I thought that let's bring something new on this series, and we have added the Google authentication on this app. So you will get to know how to use this authentication in your app. So we'll click to this, and here I'll just sign in with one of my Google account, and will directly move to the home page of the app. Yep. So here it is, and we have successfully landed to the home page of the app. And in the home page you can see that the hello text with a username which will be shown over here with a user image, and here you can see that there is one more image which simply says that earn points for discarded trash. So let me explain you like what is the basic idea of making this Recycle app. So here the user will going to upload the item they want to dispose, and that will be shown to the admin panel. So yes, we are going to add the admin panel on this app, from where the admin can see all the items that the users has been requested to dispose, and the user need to just select the category for which item they need to dispose, like either it is a plastic, paper, battery or a glass. So these are the four categories that I have added on the app. Now if the user I will say if the user will request for any of the item they want to dispose, and the admin simply approve that, then they will get some points for the item they dispose. Now the points I'm going to show you like how it will be shown, and they can simply redeem that point and can get some money in their bank account. So this is the basic idea of a app. So through this app the user can simply earn some money as well. Now let's move, and here we'll click to the plastic. So for example, if I want to dispose a plastic, now I just need to upload the image, and here we just need to enter the address. So here you can see that it simply says that enter your address you want the item to be picked. So by entering this address the admin can be known like from where they just need to pick this item. And for example, if we want to dispose a Pepsi bottle, though I have just picked a random image just to show you how the image picker will going to work. So here we just need to enter the quantity of the item that we need to dispose. So I'll just write the address something like this. So I'll write near main market something like this, yeah, and we'll just enter the quantity up to 3 and we'll click to the upload button, and you can see that it takes just a few seconds to upload the item. Now let's move back to the home page, and here you can see that this is the pending request, and in the pending request it's going to show all the requests that the user will demand for. Yeah, now here let's move to the points page, and in the points page you can see that it simply shows that how much points that the user have earned. So it is now 0. Yep. So when the when the admin will give the approval for the package that the user demand for, then the points will be simply added over here. And in the last transaction you can see that it simply shows the date from which date the user demand for the points they need to redeem, and it also shows the status, and this status will be like if the money has been transferred to their bank account or not. Yes, we are going to show this status is in the user side of the app. So let me move to the admin panel and let me approve all the things that the user demand for, so that I can show you in the real time like how it going to work. Yep. So here we'll move to the admin login page, and in the admin login page you can see that there is a 2 section which is a username and the password. So we are going to provide the unique username and the password to the each admin so that they can simply log in the admin panel. Yeah, so now we'll click to this login button, and here we'll run to the home admin page from where the admin can simply give the approval for the items that the user want to dispose. And the second thing is a redeem request. Now if the user request for any points they want to redeem, the points or the request will be shown over here. Now let's give the approval for this one. So I'll click to the approve button, and you can see that we have simply give the approval for the item. Yep. So let's move to the to the user side so that I can show you how much points that the user have earned. So here we'll move to the points page, and you can see that in our app we have done something like this. If the admin approve for the one item, then we are going to add the 100 points. Like each time we are going to add the 100 points to the user side. So here you can see that the points that the user have earned, it simply shows 100. Now if I want to redeem the 15 points, I'll click to this redeem points, and in the add point I will just add the point like how much points I need to redeem, and I need to add a UPI ID. Now if you are watching this video from India, then you know that what is an UPI ID. But if you are watching this video from outside India, I will suggest you that please add the bank account details, like allow the user to enter their bank account details, and the admin can simply send their money in their bank account. So I need to just enter the random UPI ID something like this, and we'll click to the add button, and you can see that it simply shows that the status is pending and at which date I have tried to redeem the points. Yeah, so now let's approve this one, and let's see how the status will going to change in the real time. Yep, so let's switch to the admin panel. So here we have landed to the home admin page. Now we'll click to the redeem request, and this is, you can see that I have just requested to redeem a 50 points, the UPI ID and the username, which is my name Shivam Gupta, and now I'm going to approve this by clicking to this approve button, and it will just take a few seconds to highlight that in the user side. So let's switch to the user side and let's see what status has been updated over there. So here we'll move to the points, and you can see that once we have approved from the admin panel, it just take a few seconds to highlight that the money has been transferred to their bank account. So this is what we can do in our points page, and at last you can see the profile page where the user can simply log out and delete account. Other buttons that they can use and can just delete their account as well. So these are all the things that we have done in our Recycle app, and this will be one of the most interesting series that you are going to learn. And if you want to get the source code of this awesome app, I will provide you the link in the description box. You can get it from there, and if you are facing to get a source code, let me know in the Instagram ID, because I will provide you the link of my Instagram ID in the description box. And if you want to pay from the other payment methods, let me know. I'll try to help you as soon as I can. Yep. So now let's get started. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get a awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. I have shown you the admin approval side. Now in the admin approval side, there is one of the most important thing is that like once the approval has been given by the admin, we are going to add that necessary points that the user have earned to the user side so that the user can see that points in the user's points page. Yeah, so we haven't added the point till now. So I am in the admin approval.dart page, and here once the approval has been given to the user, we are going to add the points to the user side. Now you will say that Shivam, we haven't added anything to add the user point. Yes, you are right, because we haven't shown a points system to be added over here. So that's why I moved to the sign up page, and in the sign up page where we are uploading this data, I'm going to add one field which is points, and through that we can successfully add the points to the user points that they have earned. So I'll just add one points field and we'll just keep at 0, and we'll keep on updating as the user will dispose or demand for any of the item to be disposed from the user side of the app. Yeah, so here what I'm going to do is that then we are going to get his like the points. So let me add the points field directly, and we'll just keep at string, and we'll just keep at 0. We'll click on add. So here you can see that pin points field has been added. Now once we get the user point, we are going to just do one thing, like we'll get the user point first and we'll just update the point that he has, which is our old points. I hope it is clear. Like if the points is already in his account is 10, and the after admin approval, if we want to add 10 more points, then the total we want to show in the user side will be 20, right? So first we need to get like how much points is available on the user side of the app. Yeah, so for that I just need to create some system of functions to get a user points over here. Yeah, so here you can see that I've created one function which is like get user point. Now this function will work something like this. As we are getting the user ID, when we'll move to the request, that the admin will see, and we are passing the user ID. So I have planned that if we'll move to this specific document ID that the user collection has, then we can get that respective user point. Yeah, so this is all the planning that I've thought. Now to execute this, I have wrote this function which is get user points. Now once I have wrote this function, now we'll move to the users collection, then the specific doc ID, and once we have moved to the specific doc ID, we can get the points field. Yeah, so once we have done this thing, now we can successfully get the user point and can update the point. Yeah, we haven't shown you that how we can update that, but I'll show you, no worries about that. Yeah, so here we'll successfully move to the like once the approval has been given, we'll just write something like this, which is string get user points, and we'll just write equals to, and we'll just call the function name which is like get user point. So we can just pass a different string over here so that it will be not any confusion. So I'll write user points, and we'll just write the function name which is get user points. And here you can see that it simply says that we can't pass something like this because the value type future string can't be assigned to a variable type of string. Okay, so what problem we are facing? So here you can see that I have simply changed the function something like this, and I've just passed a map, because as we are handling the data in the form of string, not in the form of integer. So I've changed the function to handle the data in the form of string, because the points we are getting is indicated in double inverted comma, so it will act as a string. So we are getting a data in the form of string, so I'd simply change the function something like this. Now we can get a data successfully in the user point string that we have created. Now here I'll just write ds, and we just need to pass this field name the exact field name, we are going to pass something over here. So once we get the user point, we can successfully add how much points he have earned and can update that in the user side of the app. Yeah, so for that I just need to write string, and here, sorry, not string, here I just need to pass int, and we'll just need to write updated points, and pointed, not points, is equals to, and here I need to parse out a string to an integer because our points that we are getting from the Firebase is in the form of the string. Yeah, so I need to just parse it, and we'll just write int dot parse, and here I'm going to just first get user points plus, and add each item that have been recycled by the user. I'm going to add the 100 points to the user. If you want to add some more points, or if you want to give some more, like if you want to deduct some point, you can go, it's up to your choice. So I'll just change, write 100 over here, and this is how we can add 100 points when the user will dispose for any of the item he want. Yeah, now we need to update this case. So for that, let's create a function in database.dart file. So here we have written a function to update the case. So I will copy this, will directly paste it something over here, and here I'll just write update user points, and as you know that we need to move to the users collection, then a specific doc id, something like this. We'll remove this, we'll just need to update the points, so we write the points something like this, and in the string I'll just need to pass the points something like this. Yeah, and we can just pass the points directly something like this. Yeah, so this is the case, or this is the thing that we need to write. Yeah, so let's pass the function here, and here I'll just need to pass the function. So I'll write await database methods, we'll write database methods dot update user points, and in the user points I need to first pass the user id where we need to move. So I need to copy this, will directly paste it something over here, and the second thing is that we need to update the points. So let updated points dot to string, something like this. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to do to update the user point. Now let's test this case. So I'll just make the request from update approved to pending, so that we can see this request back in this page. So I'll remove this complete case, and we'll just change it to pending, something like this, and we'll update this, and the status is pending. Now we can successfully move to the admin approval page. So I'll just move to the admin approval page, and here we are, and this is the thing you can see. Now I'll click to this, and as we can see that the user points is 0, and I think so if we added all the things correctly. Till now I am confident, but never knows, this is a code. So when I click to this approve button, the user points should be changed from 0 to 100. So let's try this. So 1 2 3 go. Yeah, so the approval side is done, and it has been removed from here, and let's check to the Firebase, and yes, it is being changed from 0 to 100, and we can successfully update the user points to the user side of the app as well. Yeah, so these are the things that we have done. Now let's move, and here first I'm going to move to the our home page, and in the home page what I'm going to do is that first let's create a bottom navigation bar, and in the bottom navigation bar, as we are going to show the three things, which is home, the second thing is points, we haven't shown anything regarding a point, so points, third thing will be profile. Yeah, so these are the three things that we are going to handle in our app. Yeah, so we are going to use a curved navigation bar here in this app. So I have shown you curved navigation bar many times before on my channel, so I won't show it you again and again. So let me write all the code regarding a curved navigation bar. I'll show you the code and all for the curved navigation bar once again. Yeah, so here what I've done to show the curved navigation bar. So first thing, make sure that you move to the perspec.ml file and add this package, which is curved navigation bar. And once you add this package, now you can use a curved navigation bar, and here you can see that this is how we can add the bottom navigation. Yeah, so you can say that this is a curved navigation bar. So here in the pages folder, I have simply created one folder name, file name, which is bottom name.dart, and here I have written all the necessary codes that we want to show for the bottom navigation that we have shown in the app. Yeah, so here you can see that I have created one list name which is pages, and inside this pages list I have saved all the things like how I want to show. Like first I want to show the home page, so that's why you can see the home icon, then a points page, so the points icon, then a profile page, and this will indicate as a profile page. Yeah, so these are all the things that we can do to show all the things, or you can say features in our curve navigation bar. And I have used just an icons, and this is like we can pass height, we can pass background color, colors dot black. Animation duration is something like if I move to from the first icon to the second icon, then how much time it may take to show this animation and move to the second icon. Yeah, so I've just passed 500 milliseconds, so it will just take 500 milliseconds to show this like animation. Yeah, and the main thing is current tab index, and the current tab index will simply keep the index, or like if we have pressed to this second icon, then it simply says that we need to move the user to the points page. So this current tab index will simply keep a count like which icon have been pressed by the user and we need to move to which page. Like if the current tab index will not be here, like if we'll tap to the profile page and the current tab index can't get, like we have pressed to the third icon and we need to move to the profile page, then there will be a chance that if we'll click to the profile icon, we'll directly move to the home page. Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. So that's why we have added a current tab index, and this is how we can show the icons and all. So these are all the simple code that we have written for the curve navigation bar. Now let's move and let's create the points page. And here in the points page, first I'm going to give the headline, or you can say a main thing to indicate that what is a page name. So for that I can use a text widget directly, and here I'll just write text widget, and I can just write points page, or if you want to write wallet page or anything you can do that. Yes, so write points page, and here I'll just pass the styling by using app widget class dot headline text style. Let's pass 20.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so this is the text, and we can increase it up to 25. We can center it with the help of center widget directly, and we can pass a margin from the top. So for that I'll just need to write margin edge inset dot only from the top. Let's pass 40.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so we can do the thing something like this, which is 28, which is points page. Now here I'm going to create a curve container, something like this. So for that I just need to first pass a container, and in the container I need to pass a width. Now in the width I'll again use a media query. Now there would not be any confusion why I've used a media query. I think so that is like lemon squeezy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, so here I'll just pass a decoration, and I'll just pass box decoration, the color, and I will just pass colors dot green, and we'll just use a different shade of a color green. So let me see what will fit best over here. So I'll just pass a top left, so I'll write border radius dot circular, and we'll just pass the from the top border radius dot only from the top left radius dot circular. Let's pass 30 from the top right radius dot circular. Let's pass 30. Yeah, so once we have passed this all things, now we can directly pass a child, a column, and a children. Yeah, now here I'll just write a text widget, something like this, and now you can see that this is the color we have passed. Yeah, so I'll just write size box height 20.0. I don't think so this color will look good here, so I'm thinking that we can use the same color that we have passed, I guess, over here, so it will look better, and we can use the thing again. So this is the color code I'm planning to use, so I'll copy this, and we can directly pass in our points page. So we can directly pass it something over here. If you have any better choice or better color, you can go in your way, it's up to your choice. So I'll just write expanded widget so that it can take a complete height of the screen, and this is what we can see. Now once we have passed this thing, now we can just pass a container, and in the container I just need to pass first a width, and in the width I just need to write media query dot of context media query dot of context dot size dot width, something like this. Now here once we have passed this thing, now we can pass decoration, box decoration, color. We can just pass colors dot white, and we'll just pass children. And here I've saved one image in the images folder. So write image.asset, will use images folder name. So images folder name something like this, and we'll simply move to this, which is coin.png. That will simply indicate the how much points that the user have earned. Yeah, so I'll just write the thing which is coin.png, I guess. So I'll write coin.png. I'll just change the height or fix the height up to 80 with 80, and we'll just pass a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, something like this, box fit dot cover. Yeah, so now you can see the image. Now once we have shown the image, now we can pass margin edge insert dot only, from the left 20.0, from the right 20.0, which will be enough. We can pass the space from the top. So I'll write size box height 30.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so these are all the things that we need to do. Now once we have shown this, if you want to decrease down the height and width, it's up to your choice. So let me decrease it up to 60. I guess it is enough. Yeah, so once we have shown this thing, now we can just pass padding as well. So that edge insert dot all, we can just pass 10. Yeah, something like this, to indicate the point, how much point the user have. Yeah, so this is okay, I guess it is okay. If not, we can change up to 15, and we can change up to 70 and 70. Yeah, it is okay. Yeah, so once we have shown this, now we can just pass a column over here, and in the column I'll just pass children, and we need to just write a text widget here again, so that I'll just indicate like it is the points that have been rewarded to the user from the admin. Yeah, so I'll just write like this, points earned. Yeah, so I'll write points points EARN. Yeah, earned. Style, let's pass style, have widget class dot green text style is enough, 20.0 is enough. So this is the thing that we can pass. I guess it is okay. Yeah, so once we have passed this, I guess we can pass like black color over here. Color start, let's pass normal, 20.0 is enough. We can pass size box width will pass with size box width 20.0. Yeah, and here I'm going to write text widget here again. So I'll write text widget, we'll just pass the points they have earned. So I'll just write 300. Style, app widget class dot green color, we'll just pass 30.0. So 300 is the points that they have earned. We can just pass some more with 50. So points earned. Yeah, it's okay now, I guess. And if we want, we can decrease up to more. Now it's okay to indicate the points that the user have earned. Now for that, I just need to pass a border radius. So I'll just write border radius dot circular, and we'll just pass 20, something like this. And now I can pass a material widget, so that I can pass the elevation. So first that I need to wrap with the material widget, we'll just pass the elevation 3.0. We'll copy this border radius, and we'll just paste it something over here. I'll just need to wrap up the container again, because as you know that we have tried the margin outside this container. So now it's look good, and this is how we can indicate that how much points they have earned. Now this is the points they have earned. Now the second thing I have told you that now they can redeem this point. Now to redeem this point, they just need to like enter their UPI, like UPI. If you are an Indian citizen, then you know that the use of an UPI. If you are watching this video from outside India, then you can like ask the user their bank account details and can directly transfer the money. Yeah, so for now I'm going to just add a UPI ID over here, so that we can handle this case. Yeah, so let me do that first. So I'm going to do here one thing, like here I'll just add one button to redeem this points. they have earned. Yeah, so now I'll just create the button just below this container. So for that I just need to create one container. Width will just pass, like let's pass up to 400. I passed a fixed width over here. We can just pass a media query as well, it's up to your choice. So let media query dot of context dot size dot width divide by, we can just pass 1.5, and here I'm going to just pass a child text widget we can use, and here I'll just pass like redeem points. Redeem points, hope that spelling is correct, if not then sorry. So I'll write style app widget class dot will just show the text in the white text tile, and we'll just pass 20.0. we can just pass decoration, box decoration, color, let's pass color which will colors dot green, something like this, colors dot green. Yeah, now we'll just pass the size box. Height, let's pass 50.0 which will be enough. We'll just pass the height as well, so write height 40.0, or let's pass 50, I guess it is okay. We can just center it with help of center widget, so we'll just pass something like this. Now we can pass a border radius, so let border radius dot circular, let's pass 20 which is enough. If you want you can increase the size of an text that we have passed, it's up to your choice, like how you want to show and all. Yeah, so I'll just pass 10 which is enough. Now once we have shown this button, now to look like a button I just need to pass a elevation, so write material widget something like this, we'll just pass elevation 2.0, and we can pass the border radius, so we'll copy this, we'll directly paste it something over here. Yeah, so this is how we can indicate that this is a button. Now here when the user will press to this, we are going to open one dialog box, and in the dialog box we'll just say the user to enter the UPI ID and how much points they want to redeem. Yeah, so for example, if they want to redeem 100 points, we are going to deduct this 100 points from their account. So this is how we can redeem the points if the user demand for. Yeah, so these are the things that we need to do. Yeah, so here I have just created or wrote a code to show the dialog box. Yeah, so this is the code that I have written to show the dialog box, and it is just very easy. I have just shown a two text field where the user need to enter their points they need to redeem, the UPI ID where the money they will get once the point they want to redeem, and the approval have been given by the admin. Yeah, so these are the things that we need to do, and let me show you how the dialog box will be seen. So when we'll click to this redeem points, so here I'll just wrap up with a gesture detector, and we'll have just passed the open box function. Now I'll click to this, and this is how we can see this dialog box, and I have just passed a to editing controller, and you know the use of text editing controller now. Yeah, so once we have passed this thing, now what we are going to do is that we are going to execute this case. So for that, what I'm going to do here, once we click to this add button, I need to just add this points. Like first thing will be like we are going to deduct the point, like if the user have want to redeem 100 points, the money we are going to, not money, the points we are going to deduct, and the points will be remain will be 200, right? So this is the thing. And the second thing we are going to do is that we are going to create one more collection where we are going to show all the request that the user want to redeem their points, and the admin can successfully send that money to the user UPI ID. Yeah, so these are the things that we need to do. Yeah, so first what I'm going to do here, I'll just pass like if points controller.text should not be equals to space, and you know that the meaning of this, that it should not be empty, and the UPI controller.text should not be empty. So this two text field is filled, then we are going to take an action of an add button. Yeah, so if this two cases are true, then we are going to move inside. But here comes one more thing, is that we haven't got the user points till now. So I'm going to copy the same function that we have written. So I'm going to copy this function, and we'll just paste in our points page something like this. So I'll just paste it here as well. Now we'll call all the things that we needed, and here I'm going to just pass my ID first. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just pass string id, and we are going to get the id that we have saved locally by using a shared preference. So I'm going to just create one more function which is get the shared pref, so that I can get my specific id, something like this. id is equals to await shared preference helper dot get user id. So I'll need to get my id first. We'll just pass set state. Now on the load I need to first call like this, what it is on the load. We'll just pass async, and here I'll just write my points, and we'll create one more string which is my points, something like this. And here I'll just write await get the shared pref, and I have got the id. Now we need to just got the points. My points is equals to await get the user points, and here I'm going to just get a id, something like this, and we'll just pass a set state. Yeah, and in the init state I just need to call on the load function. Now there is, I think so, no confusing between the set state and the init state if you have followed my old series. If not, let me repeat it again. I'll just try to provide you a quick summary or quick thing like what is this two features, not futures. It can be your future. So yeah, so here what I'm going to do is that, not I'm going to do, I'm going to explain you that first thing which is init state. Now as soon as this points page will be loaded, the first function that simply call is the init state. Yeah, so this is the thing, like we can simply write all the necessary function that we want to simply call as soon as this page launches. So that's why we use the init state. And if we want to reload the page once again, that's the thing we use, which is a set state. So these are the two things. These can be a future, as I've told you that. So these are the two features that we are widely going to use in all our code. Yeah, so that's why I've just passed a set state, and once I get this point, now we can just update that. Yeah, so first I need to like pass int, and we need to pass like updated points is equals to my points, and we are going to just minus it down with a what points they want to redeem. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. I know that it will show that all the thing is on the string. So for that I just need to pass int dot pass, and here first I need to pass my points minus, and we'll just write int dot parse, and we'll just write points controller dot text. Yeah, so this is the case or thing that we have written. Yeah, so this is how we can get the updated points. Now here is one more thing, like if you are just passing this case, there will be one interesting and funny thing, like if there will be 100 points only on the user account, and the user want to like redeem 200 points, then we can't show minus 100 in their account, right? So that doesn't make any sense to show minus 100, because this function will do that thing only, because it will simply show the amount in minus form. So to handle this case, what I'm going to do here, I'll just first check that how much points that I have and how much points that the user want to redeem. Yeah, so like if the value that I have is greater than the value that the user want to redeem, then we'll make this add button successful. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to explain. If not, let me show you how we can do it in the code. So here I'll just pass one more case like and we'll just check that the int.parse, first I'll write int.parse, and we'll just write my points should be greater than, I hope that it is greater than, if it is smaller than, then sorry, I hope that it is greater than. Yeah, so if my point should be greater than the points that the user want to redeem. Yeah, so that's the thing that we need to pass. We need to pass in int.parse again, because it is in the form of string. So I'll need to write points controller.text, something like this. Yeah, so this is the case that we need to pass, and this is the necessary case. Please do not forget to pass this, otherwise your app will just go in a huge loss. So now this is the thing that we need to pass, and this is the important thing. And once we have passed and we got approval, then we can just move here and we can get the updated points and we can update that. We have already passed the updated function, I guess. Yeah, we have. So first let's pass async await, and we just need to pass database methods dot update user points, and first I need to move to the user specific ID and we need to just then update the point, something like this. So I need to pass the updated points, yeah, dot to string. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to pass. And once we have passed this function, now we can pass like navigator dot pop context, navigator dot pop context, because we need to close this dialog box once the data or all the things has been done. Yeah, now let's refresh this page and hot restart the app and let's see how the thing will work. So we haven't shown the points, like how much points we have over here. So for that I just need to show my points, something like this. So let my points dot to string, yeah, like this. It is showing null and it's shown. Now here you can see that when I'll move to this page, it just shows null, then it's changed to 100, because this function will take some time to execute and then to show the thing. So here what I'm going to do, here I can just pass a case like this. If like my points is equals to null, then we'll just show the circular progress indicator, and once we get in data we can just show the points, and it will just make this app like more user friendly. So I'll just hot restart the app and will show you. So now you will see this circular progress indicator, and then it once we get the point, it simply shows the point. Yeah, so now I click to this redeem points, and now I'm going to just redeem 50 points from here. I have passed the same controller, that's why it's happening. So I'll just need to change the UPI controller here, and here I'll just need to close this first. I'll just click on here 50 points. I'll just enter the random UPI ID and we'll just write OK SBI. We'll click to this add button and let's see what's going to happen. So it has been updated in the Firebase, I guess. Yeah, so here you can see that it has been updated in the Firebase, but we can't see this over here because I think so we need to also pass a set state over here so that we can refresh this page. As I told you the usage of set state, now this is the use and the most important use of the set state. Yeah, so once we refresh this page, now let me move back and now you'll see the 50 points. Now the thing that we need to do is that I'll just create one more thing over here where the user can see all the transactions. Like if they have redeemed the 50 points, then when the money they are going to get in their bank account. Yeah, so for that we'll just need to like create approval case, like if the money has been transferred to their account or not. Yeah, so that will be handled from the admin side as well. So first I'm going to create a map first. So before that, let's move to the database.dart file, and here I'm going to just create the function. So I'll copy this function and we'll just paste it something over here, and we'll just write add user like points, not points, user, what we can write, redeem points. Yeah, so redeem user redeem points. We just need to pass a map, all the things will be remain as well. So right, need to pass users collection doc id. I just need to move to the collection, and in the collection I'll just need to pass redeem, like redeem, and we'll just pass dot doc, and here I'll just need to pass string and the point string. Yeah, so here I'm going to just pass the unique ID, which is like we can pass redeem ID. Yes, the spelling can be wrong, sorry for that. Redeem ID. Here I'll just pass the redeem ID here as well, so that we can provide the each unique ID to the each redeem ID that the user will request. Yeah, so now this is the thing that we have done for the user side. Now let's do for the admin side as well. So I'll copy this and we'll just write add admin redeem requests. requests, yeah, request, yeah. So this is the thing. Now here I'm going to just pass the redeem thing, and the specific doc id will remain as it is. We'll just remove this id as well. So this is the thing that we can pass, and let's move back to the points page. And here I'm going to just create the map first. So first I'm going to create a map. So I'll write map string dynamic, yeah. So I'll just write user info map, not user info map, we can just pass user redeem map, yeah. So once we pass this thing, now what we are going to do here, first we need to first show the username. I need to get the username as well. So I'll just write the name something like this. You need to, if you want, you can also get the user image and can pass the user image as well. It's up to your choice, yeah. So let's share preference helper dot get username, yeah, and something like this. Now we'll write name. I know that this will be a long series for you all to done, but I want that you to understand each line of the code that I'm writing the VS code, because if you are try to skip the video completely and try to complete this 4-hour video in just 2 hour or in 1 hour, that doesn't make any sense, because the code is something that you can't learn or can't just write without understanding anything. Because as I've told you that each time I tell you that you can do the changes according to your need, but you need to understand the code what I've written to change according to your need. If you can't understand the code like what I'm writing, by just skipping the video every time to complete this complete 4-hour series or 4-hour video in just 1 hour, then doesn't make any sense to make this app for you all. So I recommend that please do not skip this video, because each and every code is very necessary all to understand. And if you are like facing any problem to write a code with me, then you can get a source code. I'll provide you the link in the description box as I've told you. And if you want, like if you are facing a problem to get a code because there is no option to pay through the UPI, so you can directly DM me on my Instagram ID. I can help you as the best way as I can, yeah. So here I just need to first pass the name, and we need to get the username. And here once we pass the name, the second thing we need to show that how much points they need to redeem, not redeem, yeah. So I'll just need to pass points controller dot text. Then we need to just also pass the UPI ID that they have passed. So let UPI controller dot text. And the fourth thing, which is like status, and it is, we can just pass pending, yeah, because it is not approved till now. So write pending, something like this. Now we can just write two functions. So first I need to create one more thing, which is, as we are going to provide the unique ID to the each redeem that the user going to request. So I'll write redeem random alphanumeric 10, and this is the case. We need to pass away database methods dot, and we'll just write add user redeem points. So first we need to pass user info map, that is correct. Then we need to pass user specific ID, that is correct. The third thing is redeem ID, yeah. Then we need to pass await database methods dot add user upload item, no item, add admin, yeah. So this is the thing. Now there are two things, that is like map and the redeem ID, yeah. So we just need to pass user redeem map, then we need to pass a redeem ID, yeah. So these are the two things that we need to pass. So let's test this case, like how it is going to work. So let's hot restart the app back again. Now here I'm going to just redeem the 10 points. So I'll just write 10, and here I'm going to just write random UPI ID, okay, SBI. Click to this add button, and we'll just wait. And this thing is not updating because there is thing, let me, I will explain you why it is not updating. And here you can see that it has been updated. Now I'll just refresh to this page and you will see that the collection that we have created, which is like, I think so, we have created a redeem collection with a document ID, and this is like pending the UPI ID, the points that I want to redeem, all the things are working brilliantly. And this is for the admin side, yeah. So this is for the admin side, yeah. So now as the points redeemed by the user, I need to update this in just a few seconds. So for that, my I have just you know that I passed my points over here, but my points is not updating because we need to call this function again, which is this function, to get the user points once it has been deducted, yeah. So for that I just need to do here one thing, which is like I just need to write my points is equals to await get user points, and here I'm going to just update it directly. So I just need to pass the ID, something like this. Now it's going to update. So let's hot restart the app and let's test this case. So let's, now it's 40. Now let's redeem 20 more points. I'll just pass random UPI ID, okay, SBI. We'll click to this add button. And yeah, so now you can see that it just take a few seconds to indicate that the user points has been updating. So this is it from this part. On our next part, we are going to complete the points page because there are some things still left in our points page. As I told you that we are going to show all the transaction in our points page, like if the money has been transferred to that respective user account from the admin panel side or not. Yes, we are going to show all the redeem points that the user requests to the admin side so that the admin can simply mark if the money has been transferred to the user account or not. And there are some still things left, like we haven't created a profile page and the admin login page and a complete home admin page. Yeah, so these are the things that we are going to cover in our next part. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.